All right, and we are back. And ladies and gentlemen, I have a special one for you guys tonight. And I just want to give a shout out real quick. Big shout out to Aliki, Mama Venom at venomsport.com. She's absolutely amazing. She's actually the one that set this podcast up. So yeah, let's go. But anyway, Bodie Kaiser, my man, welcome to the podcast.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I appreciate it. I'm pretty excited. Yeah,
Listen,
I'm
the
looking
honor's
forward to it.
absolutely all mine, my friend. So we have a lot to talk about. So I just want to
Yeah.
jump head into it. Tell us your journey, man. Where did it all start for you on two wheels?
Yeah, so I'm riding a Ninja 400 right now. I have been for like about a year now. And so I started last October. That's when I got my bike. Started actually at the Ridge Motorsports Park with Too Fast. And it was funny. I had no experience and, they just threw me out there with the wolves. I was like, I had no clue. I thought I was like a hazard, but right after that, I was just like hooked on it. We had actually been to Moto America at Laguna Seca right before that, and that's why I wanted to get out there. Like right after we left, we just made like 20, 30 phone calls to, we had no idea what we were doing. Like, I just knew it was for me. So, but it's paid off for sure.
I love it,
Yeah.
man. I love it. So, was it your idea, or was it your dad's idea too to get you a motorcycle?
Yeah, no, it's only my idea. I'm the first one in my family. So, yeah.
How did that go over well with Mama?
Oh, she's so supportive, like she hates to see me get hurt and stuff, and
Of
she,
course,
she's nervous, but she's really supportive. So I appreciate that.
110%, bro. Trust me, I got it. I grew up around with my dad, dirt bikes, blah blah blah, and then I wanted a street bike. Of course, my mom was like, absolutely not, and my dad's like, yes, let's go. So, yeah, that's how I ended up with my first street bike. But that's
Yeah.
awesome, leaving Laguna Seca. So, was that your first Moto America round?
Yeah. Yeah, that was just last year. I mean, I actually did originally. I wanted a street bike, and my parents said there's no way you're riding one of those. So they're like, I'm fine if you go on the track though. So I got out there, and turned out to be a good decision. Great decision. Yeah.
110%, right? So tell us about your very first track day. How did that go? What did you have any expectations going in, or did you even know what to expect?
No, I had no idea what to expect. We paid for the school and everything. I mean, my first track day was a rental bike, and so I mean, I got a bunch of loaner gear and everything. And my instructor, they just went out with me, Robin, and she's just awesome. I learned so much from her, and I still, we still ride and stuff. So it's awesome. She's actually invited us up a few times to Area 21 or I don't know 27. I haven't been there before, but I want to go there sometime.
You
Be pretty
should,
cool.
and you will. I'm sure
Yeah,
you will, right? And I
yeah,
see that's your bike in the background right there.
yeah, yeah. That's it right there. All the crashed bodywork and everything on it still, but and I got the stock exhaust, but
That's okay.
because
Listen,
no, we gotta get the replacements back and everything. So yeah,
I love it. I seen how you smile when you look back and looked at the bike. You're like, yes, let's
yeah.
go. I love it, right? So,
I know we're going this weekend.
uh,
I'm
where you
excited.
going?
Thunder Hill West. Just
Nice.
first track day back, for a while. So
Yeah, I want to talk about that too, but I want
yeah.
to get to, of course, we got a leaky herself in the house, Venom Sport. What is up? She says, "Woohoo!" And then she says, "Hello, you. What is up, Leaky? How you doing? I hope your day is as proper mega as you are, my friend, for sure." Again, plug anybody interested in an undersuit. Venomsport.com. Look no further. One of the best in the business, hands down. And on that note, if you're out in California, I'm just gonna go ahead and say this too: the Racer 411 program, right? Racers helping racers. You guys can go to Racer 411 at race/cra.com. Oh, is it going to focus? Maybe. I don't know. But I'll put it down in the description. But yeah, let's go. So first track day back. So let's rewind it back. So your first track day, and then where did it go from there after your first track day?
Yeah. After my first track day, I got like a bike like probably a month later with Robin's help, actually the instructor, and I think I put a few things on it, like it had like a full tinted windscreen and stuff. So because it was a street bike, we picked up only 1,000 miles really cheap, and we got super lucky with that. But I mean, right after that, every day, every week, we just kept adding stuff to it. I started working, trying to make money for it. Just kind of did track days for about like, I don't know, it was like 3 months or so. And then, about in the winter time, I took a lot of time off for like, I had soccer and baseball and, some other stuff, and here in Bend, because we live in Oregon and the winters are pretty bad here. So, driving down there can be a little sketchy sometimes, but we got it figured out this year.
I love it, man. I love it. So you mentioned you play other sports. You still do that too as well?
No, yes, this is my first year not actually playing school sports. Last year I did soccer and baseball for my school, Bend High, and that was really fun. This is my first year playing baseball in a while, actually. I stopped around like sixth grade or during COVID, and I just revisited it this year, and it actually turned out really, really great. So.
I love it. I'm a soccer fan. I grew up playing soccer too as well. I still watch soccer on TV. It's the only sport I watch besides two-wheel racing, but of course it's very minimal
Yeah.
soccer I watch. So yeah, that's awesome. And then we got Jeff Rose up in the house. What is up, Jeff? Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
He says, "Hey, I know this guy." He's talking about you, Bodie.
Oh, yeah. No, we just saw Jeff recently. Yeah, he's awesome.
That's awesome. So, doing track days, and then you was like, I want to go club racing. How did all that happen?
Yeah. So, I mean, we were just going to track days, and I was doing pretty well actually, and just learning every day more and more. Like every time I'm out there, I try to get the most out of it. And I mean, finally, like just a lot of people started saying, I think you're ready. You should start doing club racing. A bunch of people are like, why aren't you doing it yet? You're missing out, right? So like the month after, I mean, like 1 month later, just on June 20th this year, we went out for AFM, and it went really well. So, yeah,
I love it. I love it, man. It's I call it our beautiful circus, and you meet the most amazing, beautiful people on the planet in that circus.
yeah.
And it's such a unique sport. Everybody wants to help everybody out, right? Everybody wants to see everybody succeed, and at the most have fun.
Yeah, no, it's we've totally learned it. Like the racing community is like different than anything else. It's amazing. The things that people do for us and everything. It's like it's out of this world. It's amazing.
Oh, absolutely, it is 110%. So let me ask you this: what is your vision and your future goals in road racing? What would you like to accomplish?
Yeah, so this is something I've been like really working on for like, this is probably the most important thing I've been working on for a minute now. But yeah, really trying to figure out where I want to go with this. We just went to MotoGP this summer, and I was like, this is what I want to do. And then I look back and I look into the details. I'm like, oh, I don't know, maybe not. But I'd say right now, like hopefully Moto America in the like maybe 2 years from now, I think. Talent Cup or Twins Cup, something like that.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. That's good stuff, man. Yeah. Any aspirations for going overseas, maybe? World Superbike, BSB, Isle of Man TT.
Yeah. I don't think my parents will let me do that. No.
I always throw that out there because it's my favorite race ever on the planet, right? It's the most beautiful thing ever. But I gotta ask, right? You never know. You might have been like, yeah, one day I'll be TT, right?
I thought about it. I thought about everything, but I think Moto America is a great place to start. So.
Listen, Moto America is beautiful, and all the people in there too are as well. It's great racing. It's our national proper mega racing we have here in the United States, and you, my friend, will make it 110%, right? So,
thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. So you mentioned you're doing your track day this coming up weekend.
Yeah, that's at Thunderhill West with Carter's at the track. Jesse, he's the owner. He's super nice, helped me out with a lot of things. So I'm looking forward to, we'll see all of our friends there again and stuff. Got the bike back together and everything. So I'm excited.
You're ready. I love it, man. I love it. I see it. I feel the energy. It's great.
Yeah.
I love it. So what do your friends think about you racing?
I'm actually surprisingly, they just are like,
they're like,
I don't know. Yeah. They don't look at me any differently or anything, I mean, I'm doing online this year. I just switched for racing, because we're hoping to be at CVMA this winter, and I'd be missing too much school. Um, but I still keep in touch with all of them, hang out with them once in a while. But yeah, mainly they're just they're fine with it. It's just like they look at me the same.
You don't try to get them on two wheels yourself? You'd be like, hey guys, you should come over here and ride.
I mean, I have. We're gonna have some friends come out pretty soon, and my cousin's family, they all come visit me sometimes at the track. I'm hoping this weekend they will too. Um, but yeah, I've tried.
I
Maybe
love
one
it,
of these
man.
times.
So how do you train during the wintertime?
I no, like I really have a training bike at all right now. Mainly just this bike. We haven't been to a go-kart track or anything yet. Um, I'm hoping, I'm hoping this winter we can get out there a lot. But it's like Chuckwalla, it's 1,000 miles one way. It's a 14-hour drive for us. So that's going to be, all 7 rounds. It's going to be a long haul. So, that's maybe all we can do. So yeah, we'll figure it
Yeah.
out though.
Yeah, I mean, Oregon, that's one of those states where you're kind of far away from everything.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
We're just in the middle of all the farther treks. So,
Or just in the middle of
yeah, the ridge is 5 hours north, and then even Thunder Hill's 5 hours south. So, yeah, it's a lot of driving.
Absolutely, it is. Venom Sports says this kid is dedicated and will go further than MA. I guarantee it, and
Thank you,
I
Leaky.
agree 100%. Yeah, Leaky's. So, how did you and a Leaky meet?
Well, the funny thing is, we didn't even like meet yet. Like she already was messaging me and like stuff on Instagram. I mean, she's done all this stuff for me, and she's like just she's one of those people that really represents the racing community. It's like out of the blue, they just want to help you. And I just appreciate it so much. So
Again, I say it, the beautiful people in our beautiful circus. Bam, there it
yeah.
is again, venomsport.com. Let's go, right? So, yeah, Jason Bartlett says, what's up, Jason? He says, get a Grom for winter training. Agreed.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And hey, Chris, what's going on, Jason? Yeah, it's training's definitely, a big part of the program. Do you play let me ask you this, since you're new to the sport, how do you learn new tracks when you show up?
Typically, I mean, we have like a lot of friends in this sport, so we'll just show up, probably hopefully do the track day right before the weekend, or if there's a race. And I mean, I'm pretty lucky. I learn things pretty fast. So, if I have the right instructor, I can already get up there, in times and stuff. So, you know, yeah, I'm pretty lucky with that. A lot of people trying to help me out always. So, yeah.
Let me ask you this: what do you think your strongest point on a motorcycle is?
Uh, I mean, probably corner speed. I mean, um, yeah, because I always pass the most people in the corners. Like I'm taller. I'm like 5'11", and I like some typically on the track. I'm just like, even if I draft someone, I mean, especially on shorter straights and stuff, I can't really pass people there. And on braking, I would say I have a lot to work on. I've learned so much already in a year too. But I'd say definitely cornering. So
I love it. Yeah, so you're 5'11", so you're about my height.
yeah,
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, it's hard to get a full tuck on a low 400.
yes, yeah. I know.
Elbows
I have
out.
to I have to like put my butt on the rear fairings and everything, or my head will be sticking right above the windscreen. So
Facts, my friend. Facts.
yeah.
Andrew, what is up, Andrew? He says, hey, let us know if you need info, help coming down to CVMA. FYI, you can store a trailer at Chuckwalla in between rounds.
Thank you.
There you go. Thank
Yeah,
you,
no,
Andrew.
we'll take all the help we can get with that. So
Yeah, Andrew, you are
appreciate it.
proper mega, my friend. Again, the beautiful circus. That there it
Yeah,
is. It's freaking awesome.
yeah.
Venom says we met by colliding. I love it.
Yeah. Oh, Leaky, actually, I just took my belly pan off, kind of cleaned it out. I actually think I ran you over. I found some pieces in there of your fairings. So if you were wondering why those tire marks are on there, that's probably why. Yeah.
There you
It
go,
was
Aliki.
it was a mess. That was just
So, of course, everybody has crashes, so talk us through how did you come back
yeah.
from mentally, right? Because it's all a mental game, right? So how did
Yeah.
what happened, first of all?
Yeah, so we were at Button Willow for CRA round 4, and it was Sunday morning. Just everyone kind of waking up, cold tires and everything. And yeah, we're just out there like in the S's and kind of tight area, pretty fast, and yeah, and then like bike problems in front of me, and then I just see people coming from like left and right, like I mean, people taking each other out, and I'm just trying to get out of the way, and I just slow down, and then I get hit from behind, um, yeah, and I broke my back and my femur and my tibia and like laceration in my knees, but I'm recovering great, so you know,
Bro, that's
knock on wood.
amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing that you're doing better. Not amazing because of the crash, people, because obviously
Yeah.
Bodie's doing so good, right? So did that in any shape, form, or fashion kind of deter you away from racing at all?
No, I don't think so at all. Like if anything, it'd probably just be like the money. It's always money related. Like, sadly, but we got to figure it out.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
So you got some sponsorship?
No, not like none of them were like full contract, but people helped me out a lot. And people have been donating me a lot of stuff. So
Again, the beautiful circus. I keep saying it, right? There you go.
yeah,
You guys hear me say it all the time. You're hearing it. So Jacob McCall, what is up, my friend? He says, awesome to hear. Roll speed can be everything on a momentum based track. Keep digging and you'll go far. Facts.
yeah. Thank you.
Oh, there you go. And then Mama Venom says, ha ha ha, wow, good to know.
Yeah, yeah,
And then, of course, we got another legend, Ant Lee. What is up, my man? He says, what a big mess that was.
yeah.
And, of course, he says, the Racer 411 CRA membership program. Let's go. I love it. Bam, there it is, right? So are you part of the program yet, Bodie?
What, like the membership for
Yeah.
411? They set me up with a bunch of, I've got like lots of donations and everything. They got me a brand new helmet and body work with a wrap and everything, and that'll be here soon. And yeah, I know it's awesome. That's the most people have done for me yet, and I'm just super grateful. So
this is to everybody right there. That's to all you guys and girls out there helping my man Bodie out, make it in this sport, getting started, especially, getting started is one of I don't want to say it's the hardest, but it's easy to get into. But again, I talk about the mental side of racing, right? And expectations and what's going on. I remember my first track day, right? I showed up, I didn't even have nothing safety wired. I didn't know. Nobody told me. So I tried to take it through tech. The dude's like, you need safety wire. And I was like, what's safety wire, right? And then, of course, I went back and people jumped in and helped me out and got me good to go and went out. So, yeah, again, the beautiful circus, right? I love it. I love it. Good stuff, Bodie. So you mentioned that you went to your first Moto America round. How did you hear about that event?
I don't remember. I mean, we're from I'm from Santa Cruz, so I actually we're actually just on our way to visit family, and I think I like motorcycles so much. I was looking for some events nearby, and I saw that, and I looked into it more, and I was like, "Well, this is actually a big deal." So we went down for a day, and it was the craziest thing I'd seen. So it was really cool.
Awesome. So who's your favorite racer in Moto America?
I don't follow it like very much, but I know Josh Heron, I'd probably say. And I do like Kayla Yakov as well. She's really nice.
Yeah, she's awesome. Josh is awesome too, right? They're all awesome and fast. So yeah. So do you watch MotoGP or World Superbike or anything? Or
I try to. but I'm pretty busy, so if I find extra time, I might check in like on race results and stuff. And, I even got my sister hooked on it. She'll be telling me, at like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night, oh, Mark Marquez won, Alex won. And like, awesome. It's pretty cool. Whole family's involved.
Hey,
Yeah.
love it, man. I love it. Lady Dragon 250 says, see you at Thill.
Nice. Yeah. Well, good to see you there.
Oh my God. That's awesome. So, talk us to about that rap, the new vinyl rap you got coming from Leado. I hope I said that right.
Yeah, Lieto Factory.
Yeah, Leado Factory. Talk us about that. How did all that come together? I have a buddy that wears her shirts. She makes him his t-shirts. He lives in
nice.
Colorado. Yeah, he's absolutely proper mega fast too as well. So yeah, let's go. So how did all that happen with you?
Yeah, I mean, Aliki, again, she reached out to me, she's like trying to get all this stuff together for me. She said, like, I mean, I actually figured out she didn't want me to. She wanted to be surprised that they were doing this 411 thing for me. But, I've had a few phone calls with her now about the rap and everything. But it's basically, just a bunch of like logos and stuff. And something cool we're actually doing is all the people who donated to, help me get that body work, we're going to do all their names on the bike in like a grid pattern, just kind of just say thanks to all of them. So
I love it, man. What a brilliant idea, right? I tell all my racer friends that they should start all my friends out there in BSB have a I don't want to call it a fan club, right? Basically, where they'll be like, hey, we got 50 slots, $50 a slot, you get a t-shirt or whatever, right? It's a way to bring the fans in to feel like they're actually part of the team. You know what I mean?
yeah.
It's really good. And so some of my friends, that's exactly what they do is they'll take everybody's names and they'll put them on like the tail section and they'll show up at the race event and be like, thanks to all my, blah, 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 which is really cool. And it helps pay for the tires and funding for the track, the travel and expenses and all that stuff. So I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and if it wasn't for all that, I wouldn't be talking to you now either. So
right, exactly, right. So let's go. And then Andrew says, "Boo, Josh, let's go, Bobby." Listen, Bobby Fong's been on an absolute tear for the last couple rounds, except for Texas. I was glad to see Bobier pull one out. But yeah, they're all my friends. They're all super fast, and I look up to each and every single one of them in awe. Like I'm just a fan, right?
Yeah.
For sure. So, bro, next event coming up. What's your plans for the rest of the year as far as track days and any racing coming up? Or
yeah, so the weekend after this weekend, we got AFM round 5 at Thunderhill. So,
are you going to be doing any coaching? Getting any coaching?
Not. I don't think professionally, but we have like a few friends. Like Stephen Rue with Carter's. He's like super helpful and. He said out there he'll do like track walks with me and stuff. He's really supportive. So I'm looking forward to that as well.
110%. And you say that you're super busy, right? So tell us. You said you work for a living too as well. So tell everybody what you do for a living.
Yeah. So my dad, he's in construction. Basically every weekday I work with him from like 9 to 4, and we're just. I don't know if it, demo construction, like concrete, I don't know, lots of stuff like that. But yeah. And then right when I get home, like I've been rebuilding this bike since the crash. I mean, like we completely rebuilt it, from like the frame up, engine, suspension. We got all of that stuff fixed and everything. So, I mean, from like that until, I go to bed, it's all work and then racing, like I got to supply that with some money. So
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it, Bodie. I mean, you're living your dream, bro. And I'm proud of you 110%. Yeah. And everybody that's been helping you along your journey, they're absolutely proud of you too, my friend. So
thank you.
That's awesome. And then, so was you always into motorcycles growing up or? You just happen to see them on TV, or obviously you see people riding on bikes too as well on the street, right?
Yeah. No, I mean, I think I first showed interest like freshman year of high school. I was probably like, I mean, I was actually pretty young. I was 13. Um, so, and I just kind of, I saw him on online and on the street and stuff, and I thought it was pretty cool. So I looked into it more, and, I mean, I even heard some of my friends talking about it before. So, I mean, I've been to 4 high schools though. So I have like, just a bunch of different friends and people I've talked to in the past, different experiences. But it's just been a huge mix of things, but I am where I am now. So it's all
You
worked
are
out.
where you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
110%. Well, dude, I'm excited and I'm proud of you, Bodie.
Yeah. Thank
That's
you.
awesome. You're welcome. You're welcome. And listen, your journey's just started, and there's a lot of accomplishments that I couldn't say that word at first, right? I totally messed that up. That you will achieve throughout your whole racing career. I'm an absolute fan. Obviously, there's a lot of people out here that are absolute fans of yours too as well. So let's go, Bodie, bro. I'm excited for you, man. Just
Thank
starting
you.
out, getting into it. Man, what a
Yeah.
feling, right? I remember the first time I drug my knee. It's a feeling I'll
Yeah.
never forget, right? Have you drug your elbow yet?
No. I mean,
You said no.
I mean, I've tried before, and it's so funny. Like right after that session, I've had people tell me, "Hey, I was following you. You're trying way too hard to get your elbow down." So I just try to go fast now. I guess if it comes, then it comes. But um,
It'll come.
as long as I'm trying to go fast.
Listen, it'll come naturally, just like the first time you drug your knee, right? The harder you try, that's like the less likely you're gonna make mistakes. Just let it just happen naturally. And I've drugged my elbow, but every time I do, usually my shoulder and my hip and my back starts following it, and then my bike goes in one direction because I always crash, right? So
Yeah.
that's my elbow dragging story. One day I will. Maybe on a grom, I'll be able to get the old elbow down.
Yeah, I guess if crashing counts, then I have.
There you go, right? Yeah. Venom says he already has impressed everyone at AFM and CRA as a brand new racer. Yeah, impressive, man. I've heard a lot of great things about you. 100%.
Yeah.
I love it, man. I love it. I love that you're exactly what we need in our sport too. Is we need new people in our sport, especially young adults as yourself. I call them future legends of the sport for sure. He's like, I like that. I like the sound of that, don't you, Bodie? You're like, yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
And one thing that I really love about this sport is it starts out always with the dad and the son, or the dad and the daughter, right? And the parents. And that journey right there alone is something that very few people get to do, especially when you have parents that are very supportive of you and what you do.
Yeah.
Right. And it just builds this bond that in a story that, again, I've never had that. Right. So I think it's amazing, especially racing, right? My dad was like, yeah, that's cool, whatever, right? My dad always, when I told him I was doing it, he's like, yeah, it sounds like fun and all, but if you want, so my dad was a fighter pilot, right? So he was like, if you want real speed, you should fly the fighter jet at, whatever it was, 50 feet above the ground, doing 700 miles an hour, drop 2 bombs and cut straight up. And I'm like, yeah, that's not me, Dad. I'd rather be on them 2 wheels, right? But I get it. Yeah. But my dad was always very supportive. My mom, she just dealt with it, so
Yeah. No,
even to this day, like she threw a shit fit. Excuse me, I didn't mean to say that, but dude, when we told her we was going to buy Rossi a dirt bike, she was like, absolutely not. And I'm like, he's my kid. Yeah, we're buying him a dirt bike. And this was before he was even born. He got his first motorcycle.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, get him right into it.
Yeah, my mom was not happy, to say the least, for sure. But I get it as now that I'm a parent, right? I get that you want to keep your mini-me and your everything in this precious little bubble. They never get hurt, blah, blah, blah. But, I feel like motorcycles choose us, that we don't choose motorcycles, right? What I mean by that, like you're just now getting into it. So later on down the road, you'll realize, and it's going to hit you out of nowhere, just like it does me and everybody else listening. You're going to realize, man, look, what a journey I've had, all because of those 2 wheels. Look how many beautiful people and friends I've made throughout the years. And look what I've accomplished and all the things I've done, all because of those 2 wheels, right? and you're just starting
Yeah.
those.
Yeah, I really couldn't, I don't know what I'd do without it.
I
It's
love
like
it,
my
man.
life, it's a lifestyle. So,
And it's just beginning. Exactly. It's a lifestyle. So let me ask you this, Bodie, do you do anything in particular, as I call it, for preparing for battle? Meaning right before you get on the bike and go out on the track, do you listen to any certain type of music, put your suit on in a certain way, or your boots or your gloves, or wear your socks inside out, or anything like that?
well, I mean, I just recently got AirPods, so I think I'll just start listening to music now because, it helps me. But I have like like a little like track routine. I imagine myself, close my eyes and everything, shifting, braking, just like one lap, and then I go out there. So that's the most, obvious thing.
The visualized game. I
Yeah.
love it. Yeah. You see riders do it all the time. I sit there and
Yeah, exactly.
yeah. It's awesome, man. It is awesome. What kind of music are you gonna listen to when you prepare?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, I haven't really thought about that yet. I have I don't know. I listen to all types of different music. Like just this summer, I
Uh,
discovered Italian music. It's just like it's a bunch of crazy stuff like that. So
so
maybe, yeah,
are you trying to get your dad out there on a bike too, or what? What's the deal with that?
yeah. I mean, he has been once. It was completely random. We were at the Ridge earlier this year, and someone just said, "Hey, you want to ride my 300?" And he was like, "Okay, I guess." Kind of same story as me, but but he's a lot older than me. So yeah, he's making all these sacrifices for me to race, and I think, you know, I don't know if, I don't know if he'd want to, but we thought about it. So
I love it, man. Again, it's that beautiful journey because your parents are going to give everything to give you what you want to go fast and make sure you're as safe as you can be along the way and have the most fun, right? And realize your dreams because that's what it's about. I'm gonna do the same thing with my son when he's ready. Whatever path he chooses, I'm 100% all in. 100%.
yeah, that's
You know,
awesome.
yeah. I mean, it's what it's about. It's family. Family's first above all else, right? It's number one,
Yeah.
110%. And that's honestly, and I tell people this is the main reason why I do this podcast. One day when I'm not here, you can always go back and see me on YouTube, Facebook, wherever, and physically see me smile and the energy and the love and hear my voice, right? That's the main reason
Yeah.
why I do it. And also, obviously, to give back to the sport too, as well. So, yeah,
Yeah,
man.
I know. Like I'm so lucky to have, my dad and my mom and my sister, they're all going with me this weekend, and the all that support, it's just, I didn't even expect it. Like it's just crazy, They're all like, "Yeah, I want to go. I want to go." It's like, I mean, sometimes they don't even enjoy it. They're just there because they like to see me just having a good time and smiling and everything. So, you know, I got to repay them somehow. Maybe.
You already are. You don't even know it. You already are. 100%. Fun Track Day says Bodie is a badass. Agreed.
Hi, Augie. Thank you.
Agreed. It's awesome. See all the love you're getting, man? I love it,
I
man.
know.
It's good
Yeah.
stuff, man. Yeah, dude. It's listen, again, I'm proud of you and your future is bright, my friend.
Thank you.
100%. And I'm gonna tell you like this, just like I tell all my friends that come on here, whatever visions, goals you have set forth in this sport, man, I hope you achieve them 10 times over. 100%.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. I
Yeah, I'll
mean
make
that.
sure to follow my dreams. I'll make sure.
You already are.
Yeah.
100%. You already
Yeah,
are.
I know I am. I am living the dream right now.
That's right. That's right. I love it. I love it. So, you mentioned going to Moto America Twins Cup, right? You jump straight into Twins Cup. What would be the bike you'd pick?
Probably a RS 660. I think, I mean, I haven't ridden them.
No.
No, I haven't. I've only been on a 400. So, I mean, people have offered me to ride their R1, but my dad wouldn't really let me do that yet. So, I think in the next few years, I'll definitely be on a bigger bike like that. So,
Yeah, man. You need to, man, stay on that 400. Uh, get that seat time. Ride
yeah.
that thing proper fast, then move up for sure. I'm a huge advocate on the small bikes. Small bikes teach you so
Yeah.
much. They're a lot of
Yeah.
fun. Not
It's a
as
great foundation.
expensive. It Absolutely.
Yeah.
That and like the Honda Grom, right? Or
Hmm.
yeah, something like that. Little CRF 100, put CR80 tires on it. I mean rims, and put tires on it. Go out there, do some supermoto. Is that something you'd like to do with supermoto or flat track or anything like that?
For training, maybe,
Yeah,
maybe some like,
100%.
yeah, maybe some, yeah, supermoto.
Or
I haven't done
motocross.
done it yet. I have a dirt bike, um, but I only recently got that too, like a little bit before I started actually racing. But the funny story is I actually only got it because I wanted to learn how to ride a motorcycle before I went out there. It's like once again, I don't know why I got a dirt bike and I hadn't even went to Moto America yet. I just knew what I was gonna do. You're right. It totally came to me, and I was just just living it. So
So what dirt bike you got?
it's a KX 250,
I love it,
just
man.
4-stroke. Yeah.
Dude, you need to throw some supermoto wheels on that thing and go out there and let her eat.
Oh, really? You
Yeah.
on that thing? Wow. All right.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
my dad thought about that once. We totally could.
Yeah, get you some 17-inch rims, throw it on there.
Yeah.
Alpha. I mean, there's a bunch of companies that make aftermarket wheels for that thing. I recommend tubeless for sure. Yeah, get you some 17s, there's some slicks or some DOTs on there and go out there and have fun, my friend.
All right. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll consider that for sure.
110%. I got a good buddy on my here, Joel Hillier. What is up? He says, "Go get him, kid. Let's go." So big shout out to Joel, man. Yeah, he's
Thank you.
awesome. He owns a team out there in Canada, Coastal Moto team. Got a buddy of
Wow.
mine that races for him, motocross. Yeah, it's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, it is. Absolutely, it is. It's so. Have you ever thought about what life is after racing?
Yes, like a lot. I mean, I know, like, I have ideas, right? And I talk to my dad all the time. Sometimes he thinks I'm crazy. But because I don't do anything about it. But I think I'd be able to figure it out without without it. But if I quit racing, the only reason would because of money. Uh, but I'd totally revisit it, like when I'm older, even, because just being around it, like I want to do this until I'm, like, I don't know, 80, 90 years old, like, just stay with it my whole life.
I don't mean like quit racing to go get a job. I mean, you're still going to race and still have a job, but what, after you retire from racing, like what are you going to do after
Oh,
that?
okay.
He's
Yeah,
like,
I
no, I'm
mean,
not quitting racing. What are you talking about? Unless it's for money.
yeah, I guess, but I'd probably just move to Italy on a beach house or something. I mean, we went there this summer. Like, once again, that's, yeah, Italy. It's my favorite place.
I love it, man. I've never been to Italy. I've been to the UK. I went to Louth in 23 to BSB to Cadwell Park, which is my favorite racetrack in the world. Um,
Yeah.
have you ever watched Cadwell Park race at BSB?
Is that the one with, like, the, like, wheelie jump sort of thing?
The mountain
Yeah.
jump. Everybody knows Cadwell because of the
Yeah.
mountain jump. That's what it's famous for. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's where I went. It's it's just like when you watch tracks on TV, right? You said you went to Laguna Seca,
Yeah.
right? So you see the corkscrew on TV, but when you get there and you're looking up, you're like, holy cow, right? And then
Yeah.
walking up there and walking, same thing with Coda, right? You've been to Coda
Mhm.
for MotoGP. That's an awesome experience too, as well. Again, that's another all tracks are like this, but you don't realize the undulations and how big it is, and turn one, the how uphill it's really, really uphill. And then when you get up there, it bottlenecks and comes down to the right, whatever. But yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, that even relates to just, like, your local tracks, like the Ridge. Like, when we showed up there, they have, like, I don't, like, turn 2 up that hill right there. Like, when I first got in a truck for, like, a ride along, it was just like, I was like, holy crap, I'm doing this, like, and my dad was looking at me like I was crazy, and but they turned out really nice, it turned out really good.
the Ridge is a track I haven't been to. It's on my bucket list. I'd love to go see the Ridge. To me,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
it's man, it's such a beautiful track, and the layout's just way different than the other track we have here in America for sure. Um, what was it like riding the Ridge?
It's like probably the nicest track I've been to, because they do Moto America there and everything. But it's really well maintained. Like it's like grippy paint and everything, and um, it's a great track. It's a great layout. I mean, it works for all bikes too. It's not like a small track, big track, like focused for one thing. It
Yeah.
kind of feels like everything would be fun there. Like the only thing sometimes is just cold and raining, but I got to get more experience with that anyways. So it's good
The
for me.
rain. Yeah, dude, I love riding in the rain. It's just something unique. It's just different, man. Yeah, it's yeah, I love it. Jason Bartlett, my man, says Supermoto. Hell yeah, most fun out there. Agreed. Yeah, and you'll learn a lot too. You'll be sliding the front and the rear and doing your best. Gus Rodeo, Ashton Yates, and Brandon Posh slides on the corner, and Julian Carrera and all that, right? So I love watching the guys ride supermotos. I'm in awe. I'm
Yeah,
like, dude, did you see that? Watch this.
yeah. I've seen Gus
Absolutely.
out there before just on Instagram and stuff, but it looks pretty cool.
100, and that's going to be you.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that hard to get out there. I guess I didn't really know my bike would work for that, but now I
Yeah,
guess I got a now
110%.
I guess I got a training bike. So
Yeah,
there's a
KX
reason it didn't
250.
sell.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Get you some 17s again, and boom.
yeah,
And Jeff is right. Your Ninja 400 can go on a lot of kart tracks too.
yeah.
110%. Yep. Lady Dragon 250. The flow is amazing at the ridge. I watch it on TV, and every time I'm like, this track it just looks so awesome. Um,
Yeah.
I really want to go. I really want to do a track walk. Obviously, I really want to ride it too, but track walk would be really cool.
Yeah.
Go out there and
No,
walk
it's
it.
fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like it's some good exercise too. Some of the uphill, downhill there is pretty steep too.
Did you have to wait on your dad
No,
on
no,
the track walk? You're like, come on, dad. He's like, you got to give me a minute.
yeah, no, he just doesn't go at all typically. But I mean, besides the track walks, everything else he does. He's supportive with. So
I love it. So, when you're at the track, obviously your dad's your mechanic too, as well.
yeah, yeah,
Yep.
yeah. He helps me with a lot of that stuff as well. I try to do most stuff myself, but that's when I end up like snapping bolts and stuff, and he just has to get in there, right? But I mean, I basically rebuilt the entire bike myself. I put the engine in by myself, which I got pretty lucky with that. I don't know if I do that again without some help. But the cool thing about it is, I just put it in our cul-de-sac here right on the street, and it fired up in like the first try, and I just rode it around that night. No issues at all, and that was super awesome.
Great feeling, wasn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
I love it, man. I love it. So, obviously, you plan on working on your own bike, obviously.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, we do a lot of work on it. So, I mean, I think finally it's kind of done with the modifications. We're gonna go more into like detail now with suspension and the engine, but most of the maintenance and everything we do together.
I love it. What's your favorite
Yeah,
track you've been on so far?
probably the Ridge. It just feels so like it's professional and yeah, yeah, the flow exactly.
I love it. I love it. Listen, tell us something we don't know about you at all.
Um, well, if I have a lot of other dreams too, and one of them is I've always actually wanted to be a millionaire. Ever since I was a little kid, like probably like 11, 10 years old, I was doing crypto and stocks with my dad and everything, and I still think, I still have business ideas and all this stuff, but I've always had dreams of having like a nice car because, it's not about the money, it's just some people's dreams and passions cost more than others. So you got to get the money to fuel that, right?
I
But
love it, man.
yeah,
I love it. Venom says, holy hell, are you on stock suspension going that quick? Damn you.
yeah. No, I still don't understand suspension. It's a whole nother world. It's crazy.
It's a whole nother black art form right there.
Yeah.
Suspension for sure. Man, that's awesome. So let me ask you this then. What's your worst habit?
Um, I mean, probably just getting up in the morning, like I still get up at 6, but sometimes, like I'll be like, what time is it? Right. Because my dad will come in my room and he's like, hey, we ready for work? Like I mean, sometimes that's probably my worst habit. Um, but luckily I can, I'll be able to fix that soon, you know.
You sound just like my son. My son is 12, so I can't expect
Yeah.
nothing else, right? Every morning I go in there and wake up. He's like, wake me up at 6:30, Dad, right? I got to be at work at 6, but uh, my work allows me to make sure my son's up and make sure he's up and ready before I leave to go to work. So I come in only during the school year, right, to make sure he's up. But every morning it's a struggle to get his butt up out of bed. I'm like, dude, get up. He's like, 15 minutes later, get up. I'm like, yeah. So
Yeah,
I feel you on
I
that.
feel that way sometimes for sure.
I feel you. Uh, I listen to a lot of audiobooks. Is that something you do too as well? Or do you read or?
Yeah, I do read some business books and stuff. I like just today while working, like it was all just I was just shoveling, just gravel and concrete and stuff. I was just listening to another podcast just about investing and stuff. So all that stuff, and I listen to your podcast too sometimes. I listen to the leaky one and stuff. So
Thank
yeah.
you. Thank you for all the love and support, my friend.
Yeah, of course. Well, thanks for making these podcasts, Otherwise my work would be boring.
Well, the honor is absolutely all mine. Dude, I've done like 434 episodes or something, which is crazy,
Wow.
right? When I think about it. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you like spicy food?
No. I can eat it, like I'll eat anything if I have to, but I cannot, I can't do it. I can't tolerate that. I don't see the point. It like just takes the flavor out of it. It just tastes like just spicy. I don't know.
I used to not like spicy food, and then my uncle went to Thailand and married a girl and brought her back, right? And then she would make authentic Thai food, and it was like, holy cow, this is hot. Like I could barely even eat it, but the more I ate it, obviously my tolerance. Now I love hot and spicy stuff, so
Wow.
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure, 100%. Um, are you superstitious? Do you have any superstitions?
I don't I don't maybe I mean, it'd take me a minute to think of one, because I don't really notice it. I don't really notice it. But I don't really know. I mean, I like the numbers 3 and 9 a lot, because like I don't know. I do a lot of things like I mean, if I'm working out or something, I have to do 3 or 9 reps or something, like it's just kind of something I've done for a while. And it turned out to be Mark Marquez's numbers too, and my number is 913, and that's actually my dad's birthday. So I don't. It all is just like it all similar.
Well, happy late birthday, Dad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, happy birthday, Pops. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
awesome,
last
man.
weekend.
Yeah, let's go. So I was going to ask you how you come up with your race number, but there you go. You already answered my question before I even asked it. I love it. 'Cause usually there's always a story behind the race numbers. If you had one superpower, what superpower would you have?
Probably time travel or something. I mean, I'm always wondering, like, I don't want to die. I want to see what happens in the future, like I'm so curious, I don't know, flying cars and everything they're talking about, but I don't know how long that's going to be.
Yeah, I
That's
feel
even
you
a
on that.
thing.
Who knows? The Jetsons, right? I don't know. Well, we probably won't see, but somebody will see, right? I don't know. Lady Dragon 250 says, "Happy belated birthday! Let's go!" Right? Yeah, I love it. Oh my god! So, PlayStation or Xbox?
PlayStation. That's what I have. I
What's in
have
the
some
console?
MotoGP games on it and stuff,
What's in the console right now?
like the disc or something.
Or what game are you playing right now?
Oh, I haven't played I haven't took it out in a while, but I was doing the MotoGP game. Just I was trying to learn a track before we went there this summer.
Love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I got a buddy of mine, Jack Hammersley. He races the Moto Esport Championship professionally for the video game in the
Oh
MotoGP.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
You told me
yeah.
you're doing a podcast with him.
Yeah, I did
Yeah,
that. Yeah, I did it the other day. Yeah,
yeah,
he's the two-time Moto E Sport champion, which is amazing. He's so fast. I'm nowhere near as quick as that. I don't even get to play. I got a PlayStation, PS5. My son's got the new Xbox, but I don't get a chance to play video games very much because I'm like you. I'm always busy, right?
yeah.
So
Yeah, that's how I feel for sure. I'd probably be doing a lot more things like that if I wasn't racing. But once again, I don't know what I'd fill up my day with, without like everything's about racing. Like, if I'm not working on my bike, I'm just working to fuel it, like everything's similar, everything's related.
and then juggling school too on top of that.
Yeah. Well, the
Yep.
nice thing about online is it only takes me an hour and a half to do it in the mornings, and I have the rest of the day to do my other things. So that's why I switched.
I like it, man. I like. Do you like it better online versus going to school?
I think it's super important, like public school, the social aspect for sure. Um, like I had to kind of leave some of my friends behind there in other sports, but the thing with online is, anything to help me like accomplish my goals and my dreams, So it all it's all worth it.
Are you a dog person?
I do. I have two dogs. Yeah,
I love it.
yeah.
I got my Fiona. Her birthday is getting ready. She'll be 1 years old here soon. Where's she at? Here she is. Boom, there she is, laying
Oh,
beside me right here. And then usually I got Charlie. Yep, there's my Charlie. She's
oh
a pit.
wow,
Yeah, she's like 13 years old.
wow.
She's grandma status.
That's awesome. Our neighbor
She's
has a dog, Charlie. It looks the exact same. That's
yeah,
crazy.
she's a girl. Everybody's like, "Oh, you cute boy." I was like, "No, it's a girl. Her name's Charlie." It's just like my son Rossi, right? He's got long blonde hair, and everybody's like, "Oh, your daughter's so beautiful," and I'm like, "He's a boy," and he'll tell you that
Yeah.
too. He's used to it, right? They're like, "Oh, you're so pretty," or whatever. He's like, "I'm a boy." I love it, dude. I start
Yeah.
laughing. It's hilarious.
Yeah. At least he's doing
Uh,
what he wants and he likes, though.
yeah, you know what? I'm a firm believer, man. You got to be your own character.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, everybody beats to their own drum, right? And you just do you. Don't worry about what
Yeah.
everybody thinks.
Yeah. Don't let other people change you.
Nah, man, you got to be happy with yourself in order to be happy with anybody else, right? It's very huge now, especially with social media and all
Mhm.
that, stuff going on. It's yeah, it's important to be yourself and not want to be anybody else. It's okay to want to kind of like to be somebody else, but just be you, right? It's the
Yeah.
main thing. Be you.
Yeah. Yeah. Use other people as like an inspiration.
110%. If you could travel back to any era of time, where would you travel back to?
I don't, I mean, either just recently and like, I don't know, like start a business or invest in something, now since if I had that same knowledge, I could do so much with that. But I'd probably go back to like the like dinosaurs or something, like see where it all started and everything, like or even just see how like cavemen or something. I don't know. I'm so like curious about all that stuff and how
Me
they came
too.
up, and
Me
how's the
too,
earth
brother.
even here? Like, why are we even here? I don't know.
Me too. I'm with you on that. I always question everything, and yeah, because I'm big into everything you just said. I like, Egypt mythology and
Yeah.
Greek and yeah, the all that. Like how did all this happen? So I'm
Yeah.
with you. I think it'd be interesting to go back and watch from afar.
Hmm. Yeah. No, definitely. Yeah, they're different back
Uh,
then for sure.
that's right, dude. 110%. So I know you're new to the sport, but I'm gonna ask you this: what advice would you give to somebody that's looking to get into the sport?
Um, I I mean, I would say like just like all you have to do is make a few phone calls, and from there it's like a chain reaction of events. Like everyone will, like if you're a young kid or I mean, even an older guy just trying to get into it, like you can accomplish anything, and age is like, it's really just a number in this sport. And really, if you put your mind to it and you put your head down, like you'll definitely get there and accomplish your goals,
100%. You got to put in the work. You can do it.
for sure.
100%. Let me ask you this. What's your go-to karaoke song?
I don't, maybe that tequila, because it only has like 3 words. I don't really do karaoke or anything.
Well, that's okay, because one day when we run into each other and we finally get to meet, we're going to do some karaoke, buddy.
Okay, I don't know.
He's like, okay, I don't know.
I haven't done that. I haven't done that in a while, at least. So.
Oh, in a while, there you go. So you've done it.
Yeah. I mean, my aunt's from Vietnam. That's like a everyday thing for them. So
I got a couple buddies that, man, you should see their karaoke machine. It's like, man, it's like this tall. It's insane. It's got all these mics and it's colors and blah blah blah. It's a lot of fun though, for sure.
Yeah.
110%. Well, listen, Bodie, man, we're almost an hour into this podcast, man. It's been an absolute honor to have. I told you it was going to go by quick, right? But what I need you to do is just stay on with me for a minute after I end this podcast. We can go ahead and schedule our second one. Yeah, for sure. And then you can bring Dad in. I'd like to say hi to Dad too as well. Yeah. So, but yeah. So listen, as always, I'm gonna let you end the podcast by telling everybody where they can find you on Facebook and your sponsors and all that good stuff, right? But the first thing I want to do before I hand you the microphone is say, first thing is thank you guys and girls so much for watching this podcast. If it wasn't for Bodie and everybody coming on here, I wouldn't be able to do this. So it's nothing but love to every single one of you guys and girls. I know I say it all the time, but I absolutely mean it. Again, if it wasn't for all those likes and subscribes, I wouldn't be here. And if you hadn't had the chance, please go hit that like and subscribe because it does help me out a lot. Big shout out to Next Level Financial, Chef Eats, TST Industries, the Clothing Kings.co.uk. Everybody asks me where I get my beanie hats and my soft shell jacket, right? Right here. You guys can go to the Clothing Kings.co.uk and order all your Pendergast merch. One thing I do want to say too is big shout out to all the corner marshal workers. Thank you guys and girls so much. If it wasn't for the corner marshal workers, we wouldn't be showing up watching the races, and Buddy wouldn't be showing up doing any racing or track days at that, right? So thank you guys and girls so much for doing that. I mean, it truly means a lot. You guys are absolutely proper mega, 110% on that. Big shout out to Orange Cat Racing, Andrew Lee on the championship this year, man. Let's go in the stock 1000 class. Yeah, big shout out to all my friends out there. And of course, my man, Alessandro DeMario. Not only did he win the Twins Cup, he won the Talent Cup. He won 2 championships in 1 year. What a legend, right? So, yeah, big shout out to them this past weekend. So, let's go. And I'm proud of all my friends that raced in Moto America this weekend. I know that things didn't go your way all the time, but, hey, I'm still proud of each and every single one of you because it's absolutely amazing what you guys and girls are out there doing. And thank you so much. It's awesome watching you guys. It's freaking awesome. But yeah, one thing I do want to say too is, listen, if anybody's out there wanting to buy any motorcycle gear, chains, sprockets, whatever, support the business. Don't order the stuff off Amazon, Walmart.com, any of that. Support our business, support the industry. It's huge. It's a big deal. It really is. So I got many friends in the industry. If anybody's interested in anything, hit me up and I'll send you in the proper allocations and locations that you need to go, right? And if anybody's out there interested in doing any corner marshal working at Jersey or especially next year for Moto America, hit me up. I got you. I'll point you in the right direction. We'll get you signed up and get you out there. It's the best seat in the house. You guys get the track for free, get barking for free. They feed you. It's absolutely amazing experience. I had the opportunity. Bodie, have you done any corner marshal working yet?
No.
Bro, dude, you need to. Dude, one time, just go out there. It's so much fun. I was actually out there. There's my grid. I was on the grid in 2025. Oh, wow. Yeah, at Mid-Ohio. I was the lollipop guy out there. Man, I had so much fun. It was absolutely amazing. Be there at Jersey, too, as well. So I can't wait. I cannot wait. Do you guys plan on coming to any East Coast rounds at all next year?
I mean, like, we don't have a plan for all that yet. I think CVMA is going to decide a lot of that stuff. But I think definitely for watching, I think we might come out. We might come out to something or, even do like a road trip through the Moto America rounds and stuff. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Well, listen, I'm 2 hours away, hour and 45 minutes from VR. If you guys ever come down here to Roanoke, Virginia, you guys have a free place to stay here at my house, 110%.
Thank you.
Yeah, dude, you're very welcome. Yeah, man, no problem. I have a lot of fun for sure. There's some dogs on the grill, talk motorcycle racing, show you all my bike collection, all that cool stuff.
Yeah, no, I see you got a really cool room in there. Lots of memories and stuff.
Man, I've been a fan of the sport this is my buddy Isaac Woodworth. He races Moto America. That's his belly pan. My buddy Aiden Theo, he races out there in Thailand. And of course, there's my leather suit. And then I got Carl Fogarty, you name it. Dude, huge fan of the sport. I got so much stuff. That's Cam Bobier's front fairing off his championship R1. I got the tail section up here. I do have a Alex Marquez. Let's see, am I going the right way? No, that poster fell down. I gotta hang it up. Yeah, dude, you can tell I'm a nerd. Straight nerd. Let's see.
However, I want to have something like that someday.
You will 110%. So cool. There's Bobier's tail section, and then this silver. There it is. That silver one right there. That is actually Alex Marquez's Mark VDS Kalex Moto 2 tank shroud, and he actually signed it.
Wow.
In blue pen right there.
That's insane. That's really cool.
Dude, it's one of my favorite pieces. Of course, my signed Rossi stuff is too, and my Nikki Hayden stuff. But yeah, it's and my Simoncelli, and my Anthony Gobert, and man, the list goes on, right? So yeah, man. It's been an absolute honor, this whole journey, this whole podcast journey. So it's beautiful circus, as I always say. And then this is my newest thing right here. I need to hang it up. It's actually a sign that I made at work. It's made out of metal of my logo, which is pretty cool. We didn't have the powder coat colors for my logo, and I wasn't going to buy them. I'm like, I ain't buying it, right? So I just used whatever colors they had. So yeah, that's pretty cool.
Nice.
But yeah, man.
Yeah, sorry. Can I give a few thank yous as well?
Bodie, the microphone is all yours, my friend.
Yeah, well, first off, a huge thank you to my dad, of course, after all these years and all the help he's done, everything he's done for me. Aliki with Venom Sport, Kurt and Irina with Lieto, Ivan with Motorrad House, Antley with Tippin Racing, Jeff Baldwin with Maui Racing, Augie Weber, Fun Track Days, Tony with Rider Gear, Jesse Carter with Carters at the Track, and then John Amack and Steven Rue. So thank you, everyone, and everyone else in the racing community for all this support. I appreciate it. Yeah.
Again, that's to every single one. What happened? How come my heart's not working now? Anyway, yeah, that's to all you guys and girls out there for helping Bodie along his journey. It's absolutely amazing. And Bodie, everybody's going to be hearing and seeing a lot of your tail section here in the future. You like that, didn't you, right? Everybody's going to see back in my tail section.
Respectfully, though.
Respectfully. That's right. Well, listen, Bodie, again, absolute honor to have you on. Just hang on for a second, and we'll go ahead and schedule our part 2. And I'd like to say hi to Pops, too. So anyway, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, it's been an absolute honor to sit down with my buddy, Bodie Kaiser, today on the podcast. See, I didn't mess up your last name. Sometimes I mess up last names. Yeah. Anyway, listen, the honor's all mine, buddy. Is there anything you want to say before I end the podcast?
Oh, I'm super honored to be on this podcast, and I look forward to meeting you soon. So, and I look forward to getting back out there.
Absolutely. There it goes. Now it's working. So there we go. Listen, the honor's all mine, my friend. And on that note, we will see you guys soon. All right. Yeah.
Calling all two-wheel enthusiasts, get ready to rev up your earbuds with Pin the Gas Podcast, the ultimate motorcycle racing podcast, hosted by Chris Simcoe, one of our very own excellent leaders here in Roanoke, Virginia. With expert analysis, behind-the-scenes stories, and exclusive writer interviews, Pin the Gas Podcast delivers the adrenaline rush of the racetrack straight to your ears. Whether you're a diehard fan or a curious newcomer, you'll gain insights that will transform how you watch and understand motorcycle racing. On your favorite podcast app, join Simcoe as he takes you on a high-speed journey through the world of motorcycle racing. Pin the Gas Podcast.
All right.